idea is tempting, but someone would have to clean up this mess. Messing with this gargantuan thing can only end in a disaster. Not that I'm opposed to disasters, but maybe we should look for more subtle solutions for now. I don't know how that would help with her mission.
What is her mission, exactly?
I'm not that sure. I don't know how that would...
What is her mission, exactly?
I'm not that sure. Still on a break?
What can I say? I'm not really eager to go back there.
I'll let you get back to your...
Appreciate.
A comb won't be enough to style his hair.
Some gel would do the trick, though.
I'd really prefer... poking things and people with a... Lady Clara?
Yes? Speak your mind.
I gotta go.
Do as you wish.
I'm not keen on parting with it just yet. One of the countesses. She looks a bit uncomfortable here.
I can relate.
Sorry, miss. A poker tournament is taking place inside. Only the declared player.
Oh, then I declare I want to play.
Of course. Can I see your chip, miss?
My chip?
Every player, you can exchange 1,000 francs.
Pola, I don't...
By the way, didn't I...
That's...
Hello again, young...
Interesting for... Take care.
You too.
One of the countesses. She looks a bit uncomfortable here.
I can relate.
Poking things and people with a stick won't gain me. I'd really prefer not to. I don't think so. I don't...
Hello again.
Interesting. Say, Admiral, can you perhaps tell me how to get into that poker room?
I wouldn't know. It's not really mine.
And who would know?
Ambassador Brighton, for one. A notorious gambler. He's probably in there already, losing his last cent. Also, I've heard that a fellow called Alfonso failed to show up at the tournament.
Very much so. Take care.
You too.
I don't need it anymore. I've got everything I needed from that shaker.
Let him reboot in peace.
Hello?
Oh, not another one. Listen, if you want an autograph, write to my agent, okay?
I don't, actually, but I'd like to know your name. I'm Pola.
Wait. You don't know who I am?
Not a clue.
Oh, that's wonderful. Pola, you said? I'm Alfonso. You don't even know how good it feels to have a normal interaction without the burden of fame. It's like a dream come true.
Let me get this straight. Your dream is to not be famous?
You could say that, yes. I've grown quite tired of the ceaseless interviews, the signings, the dinner parties. Oh, it's all so exhausting and pretentious. How I wish to spend but a day away from the spotlight.
And do what instead?
You know, whatever it is that you regular people do.
So you'd be willing to switch places with, let's say, a cook? Or a waiter?
Absolutely. I'd even pay for it. Oh, alas, that's just a frivolous fantasy.
I couldn't help but notice that poker chip you're fidgeting with.
Oh, this thing? It's a buy-in for tonight's tournament at the Palace.
Will you trade me for it?
I'm not really in need of money, you know. What can you give me that I don't own already?
How about a favor? I'll think of something. I have to get going.
If you must.
Hey, mister. That's a nice camera you got there. Could I borrow it for a second?
Ah, good one, kiddo. Slim chance. Unless I get Alfonso to talk, these snaps are my best chance at a paycheck.
What do you mean?
The agency sent me to get an exclusive with that boyo over there. Unfortunately, the stubborn old fool doesn't do interviews, so the photos are the next best thing.
Then if I get him to talk to you, you won't need that camera anymore?
Yeah, sure. Seeing you try to convince him should be fun at least.
Oh my goodness! It's really him! He's even more handsome in person. Look at that smile. He winked at me. I'm gonna faint.
No, he clearly winked at me.
A moment of your time, Tamara?
I've got to say, you look astounding in this dress.
I know you're a painter, but do you perchance write any poetry too?
I dabble.
Great! Could you write me a love poem?
By heavens, Pola, you have no idea how long I've been...
It's for this admiral guy who wants to court a countess. I'm sorry, you were saying something?
That's fine. I can also do that, no problem. Just give me a moment. Here you go.
Wow, Tamara, that's beautiful. How did you come up with this stuff?
No, I had an inspiration. A muse, one might say.
I need to get back to it.
Always a pleasure talking to you.
Will you let me pet you now? Nope, he's still quite defensive. I'm not risking my own hands. Come, let me comb you. Nope, he's still quite defensive. I'm not risking my own hands. I'd really prefer not to. Pascal, see if you can reach the cat now.
Yay! Look, I'm petting the cat. Sort of.
I don't know if Tamara would appreciate that. A white flower may serve as a decoration, a gift, or some sort of a poetic allegory. I'm not keen on parting with it just yet. Mrs. Dermont?
Oh, Pola, sweetheart, how can I help you?
Thanks for the help, Mrs. Dermont.
Don't mention it.
That poem's for the Admiral to give to Countess Clara. No one else needs to see it. I'm not keen on parting with it just yet. Here's a poem you can give Countess Clara.
This sounds perfect. So much emotion, such a vivid expression of love. I'll give it to her. Just need a moment to gather the courage.
You'd think a war hero would be a bit braver.
Pascal, this is a whole new battleground for him. I'm not keen on parting with it just yet. Still on a break?
What can I say? I'm not really eager to go back there.
You know what? You kind of remind me of that actor, Alfonso.
Yeah, I get that a lot. Apparently, I have his face. Shame I don't have his life, too.
I think we could do something about it. I've spoken to him recently, and he'd love to experience a day as a regular person.
Switching places with him? Now that would be something.
Sure would, but if this is going to work, we need to find you a mustache and fix your hairstyle a bit.
Sorry, I don't have any hair gel with me, and I don't think I can grow a stash in a day.
I'll let you get back to your break.
Appreciate it.
A comb won't be enough to style his hair.
Some gel would do the trick, though.
It's not exactly hair gel, but it'll do.
Yuck, greasy hair. That's just what I wanted.
Nah, you look great. We're getting close to Alfonso's look, but there's still something missing. A comb won't be enough to style his hair.
Some gel would do the trick, though.
No need to bother. Earl Grey, I need to talk to you.
Go ahead.
If the piece is here, then what's the issue? We just grab it and run.
It's not that simple, I'm afraid. You see, somewhere between then and now, the owners found the bloody thing by chance. They made it into a tournament trophy, exhibited in plain view on a monitored pedestal.
So, what do we do?
First of all, we need to get you two to the poker room. From there, you'll have to get rid of the players, the alarm, and those bloody periscopes.
That's a lot of steps. Lots of opportunities for getting caught.
Don't worry your little metal head. I'll be here providing help if something goes wrong.
Enough about the mission.
What else is...
Well, back.
Good luck.
I'd really prefer not. Hey, Imogen.
Yes, Pola?
I'll talk to you soon.
Take care.
Lady Clara,
Yes?
I gotta go.
Do as you wish.
Can I talk to you for a second?
Please, by all means.
Alfonso, why don't you want to give an interview to that reporter over there?
Reporter. Pfft. That vulture doesn't deserve that title. He's a common paparazzo, a scandal monger.
Is he really that bad?
Bad? Regular interviews are bad, my friend. This one goes beyond awful. He'll be provoking you with leading questions. Before you know it, he's smearing you on the front page with fabricated sensations.
So, no interview?
Ugh, out of the question.
I have to get going.
If you must.
Brilliant. A mechanical combing station. So useful. This will be the next big thing.
I wouldn't go that far.
Let me me brush you a bit, little fella.
I've got a handful of cat hair and didn't even get scratched. I think that's a success. I got this lock of cat. Would you mind if I tape a fake mustache on you?
What for?
A little Alfonso makeover. I hope you're not allergic to cat hair.
Sure, whatever.
Great! You're ready to switch places with the actor. I'm gonna talk to him. Still on a break?
Look at...
I'll let you get back to your... Can I talk to you for a second?
Please, by all means.
Do you still want to spend one day as someone else?
Indeed. I like that very much.
Then follow me. There. You two just need to switch clothes.
Wait, are you Alfonso? I'll be damned. We really do look alike.
All right. And please,
No worries.
you mean faux pas.
Yeah, frappe.
Oh, and Pola, here's the poker chip. I remember you wanted it. Have fun.
Thanks.
Well then, you feel any better as a regular person?
Well, yes, I do. Oh, it's so liberating to be unnoticed, away from all that attention and people's demands.
Oh, yo, the break's over. Get up here, there's dishes to clean.
Oh, dear.
Okay, here's the chip. Now will you let me in?
Go ahead, miss. Good luck.
Pola, don't!
Why not? This is what we came here for.
The poker players will notice you.
Right. Good thinking, Pascal. The periscope's eye will notice if I start messing with the pictures. Good evening, sir. Would
Ah, greetings, madam. Name's Elliot Brighton, and I know what you're thinking.
I always wanted to meet a mind reader.
You're thinking that I'm incredibly stunning.
Not the word I'd use, but okay.
However, let me save you a broken heart, for mine belongs to Lady Clara.
What a relief.
Yeah, I know. She sent me to you, actually. Countess Clara wants you to send her a flower as a sign of your love.
A flower? That's it? Well, that's easier than I imagined. Did she specify what kind of flower?
Yes, a black rose.
What? It's impossible. Those things grow only in one specific region. I can't afford that.
Aren't you a wealthy politician? How is this a problem?
You see, I had some bad hands at the tournament tonight, and I'm kind of short on liquid funds at the moment. Speaking of which, you wouldn't have some spare change for a bus fare, would you?
You're hopeless, Brighton. It seems you're not Clara's only suitor. Admiral Duval is also making his move.
What? That boring old fart imagines himself with Clara? He can throw all the cash in the world at her, but he'll never give her what I can.
I'm afraid to ask what you can give her.
Passion, romance, excitement. What can he offer? A warship named after her?
The tournament trophy is just sitting there. Aren't the organizers afraid of thieves?
It only looks unprotected, madam. The security is keeping an eye on it through these periscopes, not to mention the lasers.
No, please. Do mention the lasers.
From what I've heard, the display cabinet is surrounded by a net of invisible sensors triggered by movement. Quite sophisticated, too.
As an ambassador, did you have any experience with Valkiria's Dominium?
A rather grim bunch of people. Wait, you're not with them, are you?
No! In fact, they invaded my home less than a week ago.
Well, sorry to hear that. However, I will hold my judgment on them for now. You have to hedge your bets. The only thing that counts is who comes out on top.
And how did that work so far, huh? Personally, I'm going all in against them. I have to go now.
Of course, madam.
Can I talk to you for a minute?
Would you mind? I'm trying to focus here.
They're too focused on the game. Something big needs to happen to get their attention. Can I talk to you for a minute?
Hey!
They're too focused on the game. I wonder what's in that file case. I won't even get close to it with all these people here. Can I talk to you for a minute?
Was that an eye twitch?
They're too focused on the game. I'm not keen on parting with it just yet. The periscope's eye will notice if I start messing with the pictures.
Sorry, can't help you with this.
How's your hand?
Hey, quit it! I'm still in the game!
Really? With that two of diamonds and a jack, your chances are only about 2.058%.
I fold.
Hello, Ambassador. I'm Pascal, King Emperor of the land of Pascalia.
Excuse me, what?
I have come to open diplomatic relations and declare the sovereignty of my people.
Who are your people?
Right now, me. But just you wait.
got me that interview yet, kiddo? The camera's waiting.
I'm still working on it. So, how does it feel to be famous?
It's amazing. Look at them, treating me like some kind of royalty. I could get used to this.
Then how about you give an interview to that reporter?
Sure, I've got lots to say. Finally, someone will listen. Bring him here.
Oh my goodness! It's really him!
He's even more handsome in person. Look at that smile! He winked at me.
No,
I hate to ruin such a nice flower, but it'll be easier than actually finding a black rose.
What am I even...
Here's the rose. You can give it to Clara.
Thank you kindly, madam. I will, as soon as possible. I just hope you're not doing this in a hopeless attempt to win my heart.
No worries there, I think.
One question, though. Why does it smell like diesel fumes?
That's its natural fragrance. Very unique.
I'm ready to give my gift to the Countess.
Lady Clara, please accept this. What is this?
Oh, I was just giving Clara this rare black rose as a sign of my complete devotion.
But, this will not stand. Lady Clara, I've got you this poem, my love put into words.
Oh, gentlemen, both your gifts are astounding. I am truly torn. Whatever shall I do?
You don't have to do anything, my lady. I will not let this scoundrel deceive you.
You're the one deceiving yourself, old man. Clara will never choose you over me.
That's it. Young lady, bring us weapons. We shall duel.
Oh, splendid.
Wait, me?
Yes, madam. I trust you'll find us suitable arms.
What have I gotten myself into? Poking things and people with a stick won't gain me any friends, I think. Poking things and people... Poking things and people... Poking things and people... Do you really have to fight with the Admiral?
I see no other way to Clara's heart, madam.
But risking death for her... Isn't it a bit... much?
Well, when you put it like that... I'm still young, you know. It would be a terrible loss for the world. But there is no backing off now. My reputation is at stake.
At least let me figure out a way for you two to fight without killing each other.
That would be... preferable. Thank you, madam.
Are you really gonna go through with that duel?
I must. My honor compels me.
But resort to violence? Is Lady Clara really worth killing over?
I guess I could just rough him up a bit. I'd need a non-lethal weapon, though. A wooden saber, perhaps?
I wonder what's in that file case. I won't even get close to it with all these people here. Poking things and people with a stick won't gain me any friends, I think. Poking things and people... This isn't going to... As much as it pains me to say it, can I talk to you for a minute?
Lady, I'm about to go all in.
They're too focused on the game. Something big needs to happen to get their attention. There's really no need for that. Poking things and people with a stick won't gain me any friends, I think. Not an option. Duct tape. Did I get the wrong idea? Or did your friend just orchestrate a rivalry between two people and ask them to fight each other? For fun?
I can't believe Clara could be so manipulative, so cruel. If anything happens to Admiral...
Or the diplomat.
Yes, him too. Please, Pola, you have to do something.
Did I get the wrong idea? Or did your friend just orchestrate a rivalry between two people and
I can't believe Clara could be so...
Or the diplomat.
Yeah.
How would that help me? Poking things and people with a stick won't gain me any friends. Poking things and people with... Poking things and people... The idea is tempting, but... Messing with this, not that I'm opposed.
Go ahead, miss.
Earl Grey, I need to talk to you.
Go ahead.
If the piece is here, then what's the issue? We just grab it and run.
It's not that simple, I'm afraid. You see, somewhere between, they made it into a tournament trophy.
So what?
First of all, we need to get you from there. You'll have to get rid of the players,
That's a lot of steps. Lots of...
Don't worry your little metal head.
Enough about...
What else is there to...
Well...
Good luck.
Excuse me, miss. Have you seen any colorful balls around here? I seem to have misplaced mine. I need to get back to juggling.
I'll look around, okay?
Thank you, miss. Remember, they must be very specific. The same ones I was using before.
Why so?
My hands, you see, are custom-made juggling attachments. Calibrated specifically for this set of balls. Anything with the wrong size or mass could ruin them.
Are these your balls?
Oh, thank you. Time to get back to the show. Oh. Ow! Oh no. Oh, who am I kidding? I went to a culinary school, not the circus. Those aren't even juggling attachments. They are wooden ice cream scoops.
Now I feel bad. Listen, buddy, it's not too late to go and become great. Just maybe try something you're actually good at. Maybe you'll become the first automaton chef.
You think so? Oh, I can imagine it right now. My own restaurant, Fried Circuit.
Sturdy yet light. I could always use a helpful hand. The little bowls fit snugly over the pool cue's handles. I think we've made perfectly suitable wooden sabers. Duct tape is a powerful tool, and it shouldn't be used recklessly. Gentlemen, we are in civilized company, and I will not let you shed blood over this. However, if you insist on fighting, take those. These wooden sabers should be enough to accommodate a proper duel, without anyone dying.
Well, if that's what you decided, I agree. I ought to teach this cocky brat a lesson.
These will do, I guess. Meet me outside, old man. We'll see who deserves Clara's love.
Gentlemen, commence the... oh, you already started. Okay then.
Oh, this is horrible. Oh, I can't look.
Sorry, I kind of inadvertently helped to cause this.
No, this is on Clara. At least you made sure they won't harm each other too much.
Are you happy now? Those two will try to kill each other over you.
I know, right? Nothing stirs up a party like a good fight. It's sure to gather some attention. Just think of the publicity for the palace. Besides, with these wooden sabers, the only thing that will suffer is their egos.
Alfonso agreed to talk to you. Go ahead, do your interview.
Hot damn! You actually did it! Thanks a bunch!
Can I borrow that camera now?
Suit yourself. Just don't break it. This stuff's expensive.
Okay, now to take some tasty photos.
Alfonso, a few questions?
Oh, you mean me? Sure. Ask away.
Great! First of all, how do you prepare for your roles?
I just really dive deep into my character. Try to live the life, you know? If I were to play, for example, a waiter, I think how hard his job must be and how he should really earn reward.
Fascinating. How difficult is it to give a performance as brilliant as yours?
Not really.
Oh, interesting. How so?
All I do is just read the lines. A child could do that.
Amazing! How honest.
It's not really a great photography subject. One of those new color cameras with instant development. Ready to take some tasty snaps. It's not really a great...
Go ahead, miss.
The diplomat and the admiral are fighting outside.
Oh, I gotta see this.
Yeah, me too.
Nobody touched my cards while I'm gone.
I feel like a spy. Now to reveal the big secret. Who's the Valkiria's spy? Huh.
Who is it?
Apparently, it's Countess Clara, who's been feeding them information. In return, they forged her ownership of the palace. She isn't the rightful inheritor at all. She doesn't have a penny to her name.
I was right not to like her.
Now to reveal the big secret. Huh.
Who is it?
Apparently, in return, they forged her ownership.
I was...
It's not really a great photographer. A quick snap from the right perspective, and we have a great static view of the trophy.
But we need the key, not just a photo of it.
Don't worry, it's all a part of the plan.
You have a plan?
Not yet, but this will be a part of it for sure. It's a photo I took of the trophy cabinet. The periscope's eye will notice if I start messing with the picture.
This is way beyond the scope of my protocols.
I don't know how that would help with her mission.
What is her mission exactly?
I'm not that... Look! This here is a piece of heart we're looking for.
Great. You've gotten yourself into the room. Now keep that photo on you. It may just be enough to fool these surveillance devices.
Not quite. I'd rather keep this... for myself for now. That makes no sense.
That is some front page material. Can't wait to see my editor's face when he reads this.
That's nice. I'm not quite done with your camera yet.
Don't bother. This interview will buy me 10 new cameras.
I'd rather keep this... That's too... I'd rather... I can't imagine... I don't know if Tamara would appreciate that. Mrs. Dermont?
Oh, Pola.
Thanks for the help. I'd rather keep this for myself for now. This isn't going to work. I don't know if Tamara would have... I'd rather keep this...
I'm not always this
There's really no need for that. I'd rather keep this for myself for now. Not an option. How would that help me? Not quite. That makes no sense to me. Now to reveal the big secret. Who's the Valkiria spy? Huh. Apparently, it's Countess Clara, who's been feeding them information. In return, they forged her ownership of the palace. She isn't the rightful inheritor at all. She doesn't have a penny to her name.
I was right.
Oh, this is horrible.
Sorry,
No, this is on Clara.
Are you happy now?
I know, right? No, just think of the publicity for... Besides, with these wooden sabers...
That's too unorthodox. I'd rather keep this for myself for... I'd rather keep...
Thank you once again. As soon as my shift ends, I'm going back to the kitchen. I think I'll try something with olive oil, or maybe motor oil.
I can't imagine how that could be of any use. I'd rather keep this for myself for now. This isn't going to work. I'd rather keep this for myself for now. Well then, you feel any better as a regular person?
Well, yes, I do. Oh, it's so liberating to be a... Oh, dear.
There's really no... Not an option. I'd rather keep this for myself for now. It's a photo I took of the trophy cabinet. Now to reveal... Huh. Apparently, in return...
I was...
Look at them go at it.
It's getting pretty intense.
Yeah, sure. Probably. How would that help me? Not quite. I'd I'd rather keep... That makes no sense to me.
That is some front page material. Can't wait to see my editor's face when he reads this.
That's nice. I'm not quite done with your camera yet.
Don't bother. This interview will buy me 10 new cameras.
That's too unorthodox. I'd rather keep this for myself. I can't imagine how... I'd rather keep this for myself. I don't know if Tamara would appreciate that. I don't know if... I'd rather keep this for myself for now. This isn't going to work. I'd rather keep this for myself for now.
Pola, don't!
Why not?
That periscope is looking...
Right. I'd rather keep this for myself for now. There's really no need for that. Not an option. As much as it pains me to say it, not everything can be fixed with just a screwdriver. Duct tape is a powerful tool, and it shouldn't be used recklessly. Duct tape is a powerful tool, and it shouldn't be used recklessly. Wow, there's a... Can you grab that trophy somehow?
Sorry, no more than you can.
Earl Grey, I need to talk to you.
Go ahead.
If the piece is here, then what's the issue? We just grab it.
It's not that simple, I'm afraid. You see, somewhere between then and now, the owners found the bloody thing. They made it into a tournament trophy, exhibited in plain view on a monitored pedestal.
So, what do we do?
First of all, we need to get you two to the poker room. From there, you'll have to get rid of the players, the alarm, and those bloody periscopes.
That's a lot of steps. Lots of opportunities for getting caught.
Don't worry your little metal head. I'll be here providing help if something goes wrong.
Enough about them.
What else is there?
Well, back to work.
Good luck.
I don't know how that would help with her mission.
What is her mission?
I'm not that... How would that help me? Duct tape is a powerful tool. Look, this here is a piece of heart we're looking for.
Great. You've gotten yourself into the room. Now keep that photo on you. It may just be enough to fool these surveillance devices.
It's a photo I took of the trophy cabinet. Not quite. I'd rather... That makes... As much as it...
Sorry for earlier, buddy.
It's fine. Juggling wasn't my calling anyway. Thank you once again. I think I'll try something with olive oil. Or maybe motor oil.
I'd rather keep this... That's too unorthodox, even for me. A juggling automaton seems like a waste. Pure vanity and no productive use.
Come on, don't be...
But he's so rickety. From the looks of them, some of these snacks must cost more than a year's worth of regular... I can't imagine how that could be of any use.
I feel like we're being...
Because we are. See these pipes? Someone's keeping an eye on this whole pallet. I'd rather keep this for myself for now. This isn't going to work. I'll just stick it with some tape. The security won't be any wiser. Can you grab that trophy somehow?
Sorry, no more than you can. Pola, don't!
Why not?
What about the lasers?
Right. Ha! I knew something wasn't right with these paintings. They were hiding a secret terminal.
Look at where the cables are going. It must be controlling the proximity sensors around the trophy.
This looks like a task for Pascal. This looks like a task for Pascal.
On it! Uh-oh. The system here is kind of complicated. You'll have to help me out with it.
Remind me, what am I supposed to accomplish here?
The lock needs to be overridden.
Sure.
And done. The lasers are off. Finally! The second piece of the heart. Now, let's get out of here before somebody notices it's gone. Earl Grey! I got it! I have the piece of the heart.
Good. But we've got a problem. The Loyalists are here. They've covered the exit by the gate. Someone must have tipped them off.
It was Lady Clara. She's conspiring with them to retain ownership of the palace. I found the file with the proof.
Hang on to it. We may be able to get out of here after all.
Sounds like you've got a plan.
2 at least. 3 if you'll get me some dynamite.
Let's stick to 2. What are they?
Simple. Everyone is still by the entrance, watching the duel. With this many witnesses, you can safely confront the Baroness.
And then what?
One option is to trade your silence for our safe exit. She's bound to know of some other way out of the palace.
That could work, although I don't know how I feel with her getting off scot-free with all this.
That's the second option. Instead of talking to her, you show the evidence to the Admiral and the Ambassador.
Then we'll discredit Clara publicly. Right. That at least should stop them from fighting.
Not only that, if you can get them on your side, they should be able to safely escort us out of the premises.
Oh, clever! The Loyalists won't risk blemishing their position by attacking high-profile political figures.
So, what do we do? It's your call, Pola.
I've decided. I'm going to make Clara an offer. Lady Clara, may I have a word?
Can't it wait? This was just getting fun.
I'm afraid not. Unless you want all these lovely people to find out you're collaborating with the Loyalists.
So you finally caught up. They've warned me about someone trying to snoop around here. I was just keeping you busy until the backup arrives. I'm guessing you found whatever the Loyalists were looking for in here.
That and more. You won't mind if I give this little folder to the press? Jur himself offered you a deal, huh? Influential fellow. Although, not one to be publicly associated with, don't you think? I think I've seen a reporter by the gate. It's got some great notes on the ownership of this place.
How did you get this? You wouldn't dare.
Why not? The Loyalists are closing in. I've got nothing to lose. You, on the other hand?
What do you want?
A safe passage out of here. A palace like this is bound to have some secret exits.
Fine, you little weasel. Follow me.
Manfred! Thank goodness you're here.
Ah, good to see you all in one piece. Did you get the heart?
Kind of. We've got the second part, but the last piece is still inside Sulislav.
Speaking of which, what in the God's name have the Loyalists done to this place? It's in ruins!
After Tanya dropped us off, I went over here and surveyed the area. Valkiria chose the palace as her command outpost. That's her airship hovering above.
What about my dad? Did you find out what happened to him after we escaped?
Nein, nothing concrete. However, Dieu, the Loyalist commander, has converted one of the rooms upstairs into a holding cell.
That's our best bet. After I find the final piece of the heart, I'll try and look for him.
Pola, aren't you getting ahead of yourself? How do you suppose we even get inside? The place is swarming with soldiers.
Pascal has a point. You need a disguise to blend in. If you incapacitate one of the guards, maybe you could don their uniform.
Sounds good to me. Hang in there, Dad. I'm getting you out. Never a bad time to take up mountaineering.
Or climbing. Great.
Look, it's helium. It makes you talk funny.
Big deal. I can do that with my modulator. You're not going to take it?
A whole tank? Not unless I find a good reason to. It would be disastrous to my back.
I've just gotten used to you pocketing whatever you come across.
As much as it pains me to say it, not... Look, it's helium.
Big deal.
A whole tank?
I've just got...
A word tomorrow?
No, what do you need, love?
The third piece of the heart has to be somewhere in the palace. but I need a more substantial. Did you notice my dad doing anything out of the ordinary before we left?
It's your father we're talking about. Ordinary has a different meaning around both of you.
I'll take it as a compliment.
There was this one thing, though. Professor asked me to paint him a picture of an apple orchard. He gave me very bizarre instructions. It had to be square, and every apple had a very exact position.
That's strange even for him. Do you remember anything else about it?
Not long after that, I saw him putting apple-shaped decals in a few places around the palace.
Listen, you'd been in Sulislav for a while before the invasion. Is there anything I should keep an eye out for?
Now that you mention it, there's something that has been bothering me ever since we left. Your dad was working the whole time I was here. There wasn't a week he hadn't come up with some new project or an upgrade.
I don't doubt it, but why is that bothering you?
Well, I've been thinking. All those patents and blueprints still have to be somewhere in the palace. What if the Loyalists find them? Who knows what they could do with all that tech?
Don't worry, I already took care of the blueprints.
No, that's a relief.
I'm heading back in there.
Be careful, Pola.
Manfred.
What's the situation, Pola?
You've staked the palace for a while now. Any advice on how to get in?
Yeah, the front door is closed. The Loyalists bolted it from the inside. However, there is a broken window in the patio.
Hey, I remember. You smashed it yourself when we were escaping. No way we'll miss it.
Perfect. That will be our entry point.
Not so fast, you two. You're bound to stumble upon more Loyalists inside. So you can't just walk in.
We'll need disguises.
We could get a uniform off of one of the guards.
If you manage to knock them out, I can help you drag them out of sight. Just pick one more or less your size, yeah?
Do you know anything about the palace's basement? Earl Grey said my dad hid the last piece of the...
Yeah, I've seen the layout. There's definitely...
It's a secret dungeon. I bet there's hidden treasure in there. And booby traps.
Don't get your hopes up, Pascal. More likely, do you know where the entrance is?
If I remember correctly, the trapdoor should be somewhere in...
This is Commander Jur. Is there anything I should know about him?
Other than him being a tyrant, the sole executioner of Valkiria, he is the only one here with the level red pass card, allowing him to enter the elevator to Valkiria. He keeps it locked in his office.
Good to know. I'll look for it when I get past him.
It might help that Dur requested an assistant. They were scheduled to arrive today, but...
So I pose as a secretary for Europe's most dangerous man. Time to get back to work.
We'll hold the fort in here. Good luck.
Manfred.
What's the situation?
Time to get back to work.
We'll hold the fort.
Maybe I'll find something useful under the hood. Jeez, that thing is way too heavy to get it out.
I have no idea how to use this thing.
As much as it pains me to say it, not every... No point in time. The front door is blocked from the inside. I guess the Loyalists didn't bother to put in a new lock. These guys again? Ugh, give me a break. I don't want to get caught, especially not by those. Pascal, fly over there and open up that valve.
The one over there? The one above the window? The one dangerously close to 2 armed guards?
Yes, that one.
Well then, I'll try to be sneaky.
What's that sound?
Abort! Abort! This is not a good moment to be jumping in puddle. Jeez, that thing is... I can't go jumping through the puddle now. The splashing water will alarm the guards.
Marcel?
I'm listening, Theodore.
This puddle.
How much earlier are we talking about?
No. I mean like a minute ago. What?
We must be under the influence of a psychic attack. Do you recall any lakes?
Why did I bother asking?
Sorry, can't help you with this.
As much as it pains me to say it, not everything can be fixed with just a screwdriver. No point in... No point in tying that up. As much as it pains me to say it, not everything can be fixed with just a screwdriver. No point in time. Those may come in handy. One end goes here. And now the other end. The guards are in for a shock.
Will they be okay?
Yeah, sure. They're only unconscious, most likely, I think. We need to move them out of sight.
That shot knocked these two right out.
Ugh, wearing this uniform makes me feel so uncomfortable.
You think that's bad? I had to get off that guard.
At least now I can walk freely around the palace. Look, it's helium.
Big deal.
A whole tank.
I've just gotten...
The front door is blocked from the inside. I guess the loyalists didn't bother to put in... The table looks exceptionally bare. I wonder what's in that wood.
Am I having a glitch?
Wait, I know that voice.
Get away from me! Go!
Philip, it's me, Pola. It's safe to...
I'm not falling for one of your...
What's in this cupboard, anyways? I've never bothered me to look inside.
Looting the silvers, Pola?
Is it still looting if it's technically my house?
I think those are display only.
Yeah, and I'm planning to display them, just somewhere else. The table still looks a bit big. It's secured with a heavy padlock. I don't see much of a chance to brute force it open. There's really no need for that. It's secured with a heavy I don't see much of a chance to... The nights on the tapestry, Dad and I used to come up... A handy guide to table banners. Thrilling. Let's take a closer look. It's that strange painting. I remember Dad giving Tamara very specific instructions on how to paint it. There must be something more to it. I will put a pin in this one for now.
It's a secret entrance.
Well, well. How many more secrets does my dad have in store? Of course, Dad put another of his locks here. Fortunately, I've got you with me, Pascal.
What am I even looking at?
A handy guide to table manners. A bunch of boring, overly sophisticated nonsense.
Well, the book is thick at least.
Not an option. How would that help me? Not quite. That makes no sense to me. That's too unorthodox. Let's take a closer look. It's that strange painting. I remember Dad giving Tamara very specific instructions. There must be... I will put a pin in this one for now. I can't imagine... Of course, Dad put another of his locks here. Fortunately, I've got you with me, Pascal. Pascal?
it to the rogue to open up the way to the dungeon, actually.
Oh, does the sneaky rogue need some help?
Remind me, what am I supposed to accomplish here?
The lock needs to be overridden. Connect the color-coded inputs and outputs by spinning the nodes.
Sure, I can do that.
Override executed. I'm in. We may now enter the mysterious dungeon. And here it is. The secret Silislav dungeon. What treasures and dangers may await?
We're here just for the Brassheart, Pascal.
You're not going to drink that, are you?
Sure, I can do that.
Whoa! That got too hot too fast. This isn't going to work. No way I'm opening it by force.
It's got a slot for punch cards. We just need to find some that fit.
No way I'm opening it by force.
It's got a slot for punch cards.
I give up.
There's really no need for that. Not an option. How would that help me? Not quite. That makes no sense. That's too unorthodox, even for me. No way I'm opening it by force.
It's got a slot for punch cards. We just need to find some that fit.
No way I'm opening it by force.
It's got a slot for punch cards. We just need to find some that fit.
No way I'm opening it by force.
It's got a slot for punch cards. We just need to find some that fit.
No point in tying that up. I give up. No way I'm opening.
It's got a slot for punch cards.
I give up. I'll come back to it later.
I've got 2 pieces of the Brassheart. Now it's time to find a third. I can't imagine how that could be of any use. I'm not touching that lever with the furnace door opened. I don't want these flames going everywhere. This isn't going to work. No point in time. It's secured with a heavy... I don't see much of a... There's really no need. Not an option. How would that help? Good evening. I'm Commander Durr's new assistant. Where can I find him?
You're gonna have to wait a minute. Him and the General are in the interrogation room.
I hope they stay there for a while.
What's going on?
It's the General. He has to record this address to the troops. He asked us to give him feedback.
Sounds simple enough?
Except he's absolutely awful at it.
Positively abysmal.
Dreadfully dull.
Okay, I get the idea. What am I to do about it?
I don't know. When he gets back, give him a few pointers. Maybe some props.
Good evening. I'm Commander Durr's new assistant. Where can I find...
You're gonna have to wait a minute. Him and the General...
I hope they stay there for a while.
What's going on?
It's the General. He has to record this address to the troops.
Sounds simple enough?
Except he's absolutely...
Positively
dreadfully dull.
Okay, I get the idea.
I don't know. When he gets back, give him a few pointers. Maybe some props.
Good evening.
You're gonna...
I hope they stay there.
What's going on?
It's the General.
Sounds simple enough?
Except he's...
Positively...
dreadfully...
Okay,
I don't know.
Locked.
Of course it's locked. That's Herr Durr's office.
If you have business with him, you'll have to wait until he gets back.
Sure, I'll do that. Locked. I'll have to get the right key card to open it. The magpie does not want to give up its plunder. Go get it, Pascal.
What? You want me to get my eyes pecked out? No way. You do it.
I'm not giving that little thief anything. Not quite. That makes no sense to me. That's too... The magpie does not want to give up its plunder. I'm not giving that little thief... I'm not giving that little thief... I'm not giving that little... Locked. I'll have to get the right key card to open it. My fingers keep slipping. I have to jimmy something into the gap.
This is way beyond the scope of my protocols.
I can't imagine... This isn't going to work. There's really no need for... Not an option. How would that help me? Not quite. That makes no sense to me. No point in tying that up.
I'm not always this useless.
I wouldn't go in there if I were you.
Why not?
Herr Durr and the General are in the middle of interrogation. They requested not to be disturbed.
That's too unorthodox, even for me. I can't imagine. This isn't going to. Let's take a closer look. It's that strange painting. I remember Dad giving Tamara very specific instructions on how to paint it. There must be something more to it. I will put a pin in this one for now. There's really no need. Not an option. How would that? No way I'm opening it by force.
It's got a slot for punch cards. We just need to find some that fit.
Whoa! That got too hot too fast.
I have no idea how to use this thing.
Not quite. No point in. That makes no sense to me. Whoa! That's too unorthodox. I can't imagine. This isn't going to work. No point in tying that up. There's really no need.
Sorry, can't help you. What am I even...
Not an option. No point in tying. I'm gonna just go ahead and take this bolt off. I don't want to have to climb through that window every time. I'm gonna take that off you, buddy. I seem to recall there being some ornamental decals on that shield. I wonder where they are. I wonder where they are. The knights on the tapestry each have their distinct... Dad and I used... The table still looks a... If I'm to proper... How would that help? Ah, this sheet will be perfect as a tablecloth. So what if it's a little dusty?
Oh, disgraceful.
Philip, stop acting crazy. I need your help.
No, I have a perfect vantage point. Go away, please. You're compromising my position.
You're already in a compromising position, Philip.
I'm content staying here. I even got around to cleaning these armor decals while in here. There's no force that will get me to leave.
Are you sure? Not even if I crooked one of the paintings? Or put greasy fingerprints all over the windows?
Ah, I can handle that much. Your threats don't concern me.
Or perhaps I should try setting the tableware. I'm not sure of the proper order, though.
You wouldn't dare.
It's way out of my reach. The table still looks a bit bare. Not quite. That makes no sense to me. That's too unorthodox. No point in time. It's way out of my reach.
This is way beyond the scope of my protocols.
I can't imagine how that could be of any use. This isn't going to work. The table still looks a bit big. There's really no need. Not an option. The table still looks a bit bare. Now for the plates. All that is missing is the cutlery. The table still looks a bit bare. Here come knives and forks. How? Not quite. Okay.
What do you...
I've got this handy guide to plating. Look. All we have to do... This one to... Philip, what would you say about my plating?
Horrendous. Truly abhorrent. You can't just disregard the international plating standards. You've created an abomination.
Oh my. Thank you?
This is shameful, young lady. I cannot stand idly for such a ghastly display. Move over.
Ha! Gotcha. I knew how to lure you out.
Indeed. I had no choice but to interrupt this atrocity.
Whatever you say, Philip. I should take those and try to get rid of the tarnish.
That's a great initiative. Let me know if you need any advice on that.
Since I'm no longer talking to a wardrobe, may I have a word?
I don't know if I will be able to help much. I spent most of that time in the wardrobe, furbishing armor ornaments to calm down. I did overhear the soldiers talking about a prisoner upstairs, however.
That's it. It has to be my dad. I've got to free him.
I shall assist you to the best of my abilities, as long as it doesn't involve walking out of this room.
Thanks. Sorry for not coming back for you earlier. These couple of days must have been pretty rough.
Nonsense, miss. I wouldn't leave the palace anyway. Someone has to keep an eye on the house.
Philip, were you hiding in that wardrobe ever since the attack?
Yes, Miss Pola. I've seen you escaping, and as soon as you were safe, I barricaded myself in there.
That's awful. We were gone for days. You must have been starving.
Thank you for your concern, Pascal, but I found those tasty mints in one of the coat pockets.
I think those are mothballs.
No matter. The important part is that you're here. Now, we should ask the Loyalists to leave the property. Politeness is optional.
I'm working on it. While you were in that wardrobe, you wouldn't happen to find any ornamental plates?
I sure did. In fact, those little things kept me safe throughout those days of hiding.
How so?
They were a bit rusty, so I spent my time restoring their shine.
May I have them? I have a feeling there's more to those than just decorations.
Only if you promise to keep them clean.
I found my dad's safe under the workshop.
You ventured into the catacombs? I strongly advise against it. It's filthy in there, not to mention dangerous.
Philip, the entire palace is swarming with soldiers.
Point taken.
Anyway, do you have any idea how to open the safe?
I'm afraid not. It was placed there recently. Your father was very secretive about the whole ordeal. I do recall, however, that the very next day he ordered to place those apple-shaped symbols around Sulislav.
You've mentioned a symbol of an apple?
Yes. Professor Zagorski ordered 3 of them in different parts of the palace.
They must be somehow connected to the safe down in the basement. Do you remember where they are?
Young lady, I know every inch of this palace by heart. One of the apples is on the armor breastplate in the main hall. The second one has been engraved onto a floor tile in the watchtower, right by that magpie's nest. The third, well, it's just above your head on the chandelier.
If my father is still in the palace, I have to locate him. Do you have any info that could help me with that?
Merely what I overheard from the soldiers. They spoke of a prisoner locked in a jail cell.
That's gotta be it, right?
What room is it?
The one upstairs, overlooking the patio. Commander Durr has taken residence opposite of it.
Philip, you're the expert. Let's say I've got some tarnished silver plates that need restoring.
Oh, that's an elementary level problem. A bit of chemistry is your friend here.
Please, elaborate.
Note this down. I'm citing Resourceful Housekeeper's Vademecum, Volume 1, First Edition. To make your old silvers return to former shine, mix 7 parts water and 1 part acid.
Just remember to add acid to water, not the other way around, or it'll go boom!
Yes. Add a suspension of ash. Pour on the silvers until they're so clean you can see your reflection.
That's more in-depth than I expected. Thank you, Philip.
Thank the offer of the Vademecum. Petunia Bubbleworth is the hero of the common man.
Stay here, Philip.
So,
That makes no sense to me. That's too unorthodox. I can't imagine how that could be of any use. This isn't going to work. Now that's something that'll burn really nice. That wooden bolts got past extra crispy, right into the small... I'll just scoop a bit onto a loose piece of paper. A little pile of ash. I made it from that old door bolt. A little pile of ash. I made it from that old door bolt.
I give up.
No way I'm opening it by 4.
It's got a slot for punch.
Let's take a closer look. It's that strange paint. There must be some... I will put a pin in this one for now. There's really no need for that. Not an option. I'll take the red one.
A feisty color. I like it.
I don't know if Tamara would appreciate that.
I don't think he'd be interested.
Let's take a closer look. It's that strange painting. I remember Dad giving Tamara very specific instructions on how to paint it. There must be something more to it. I will put a pin in this one for now. All these notes were... Dad had been... How would that help me? Not quite. What good would it do if I paint that red? All these notes Dad had been... I'm not giving him that. I'm not giving... That makes no sense. That's too I can't imagine how... This isn't going to... No point in... There's really no need for that. No point in tying that. No point in... No point in tying... No point in time. No point in time. No point in time. The knights on the tapestry each have their distinct features. Dad and I used to come up with names for them and imagine entire stories. Not an option. How would... Not quite. Locked.
Of course it's locked.
If you have business with him, you'll have...
Sure, I'll do that. That makes no sense to me. That's too unorthodox, even for me. What good would it do if I paint that red? I can't imagine how that could be of any use. This isn't going to work. No point in... No point in... No point in... There's really no